You see the school's number flash up on your phone and your stomach sinks. You already know this is probably not good news. Another fallout, another day where you need to leave work early to pick them up, maybe another suspension, another reason for them to refuse to go to school. For some parents, these calls happen so often they're almost expected. And it's not always because their child's being picked on. Often, it's because they've burnt bridges. They've struggled to interact in a way that other kids can handle. And sometimes it's been aggressive enough that peers start avoiding them. That isolation builds, and soon the thought of going back to school feels harder and harder. I'm Brendan, behaviour support practitioner and an experienced guidance officer. I work with families and schools to help young people rebuild connections when it feels like all their friendships are lost. Every parent wants their child to have friendships, mates, to belong, to feel like someone's got their back. It's heartbreaking to watch if they've been isolated or left out. Not all young people want to be social butterflies or part of big friendship groups. Some neurodivergent or autistic kids are really happy with one or two friends to play with or talk to at school. It's really important that we listen to what makes kids happy. Not every young person can tell you what they want socially. If they can, ask them. If they can't, we need to figure out where they're most comfortable or listen to the people that know them best. Sometimes they'll choose to spend time with peers who also have big social challenges. That's their choice, but it can be a rough ride because often it means more misunderstandings and more conflict. Even short, structured opportunities with socially mature peers can really help. A game, a club, or a project where everyone knows the rules and sticks with them. This can be a perfect environment for a neurodivergent young person. Poor expressive or receptive language skills can definitely impact friendships and positive interactions. If a young person can't say what they mean or struggles to understand what's being said to them, small misunderstandings can quickly spiral into big problems. This is why I pay really close attention to language development in my behaviour support work. Speech pathologists can also be amazing partners. They do really great work in help supporting the development of communication. And at home, you can make a difference by slowing down your speech, checking for understanding, and rehearsing short conversations in a low pressure way. Some young people just develop friendship skills naturally. Put them with other kids and watch them develop and grow. For some children with neurodivergence or autism, we can't just throw them into the playground and expect that they're going to pick it up. They can definitely learn these skills over time, but for some it doesn't happen naturally. It's like throwing them a tennis racket and expecting that they'll win Wimbledon. Social skills need to be explicitly taught and then practiced over and over. One of the biggest focuses should be on the restorative work, repairing relationships after conflicts, and then giving them supported chances to try again. Find opportunities to build back with one peer. Choose an activity, set some clear expectations, and then build from there. The best way to teach restorative practices is by you modeling them. Show them that every day is a new day. We don't hold on to grudges or emotions. Every problem can be fixed. Sometimes this restorative work is actually really tricky, depending on how complex the situation is and what the history is. But that's what we focus on at the Guided Path. When it comes to supporting friendships, interest-based connections can actually work wonders. Pairing the young person with peers who have the same genuine passions can make conversations and shared experiences so much easier. Use tools like social stories. They can be a critical way of helping the young person know what to say or knowing what to do in a social interaction. It's often great to, prior to the activity, run them through the social story. It gives them a chance to practice what they're going to say and what they're going to do. Role play is another great tool We also use visual modeling to rehearse situations. There's some really great tools and stuff to look at on YouTube that's worth checking out. And remember to stick with it. Consistency and repetition are the key. Usually, these skills don't happen really quickly or don't develop quickly. They come from building confidence over time. Sometimes, schools with good intentions give kids time out at lunch or a quiet space to settle. But really, what a lot of these young people need is a chance to go and burn off a whole heap of energy or connect with peers in a structured way. Often this quiet time is better placed as they re-enter the classroom so that they're not walking in hyper-aroused or unable to focus. So that might look like going out, playing hard at lunchtime in the chaos of the playground, but then a short regulation activity before class begins again. And I get it. If all their issues are in the playground, the temptation is to take them away from it. But they need the chance to grow and develop these social skills, and that won't happen if we don't give them the chance to connect. Parents can help by making sure that we're nudging schools to get the right balance in place. We need to advocate to make sure that the young person has the adjustments and the support in place so that they can be successful. Friendship and belonging take time, especially for autistic or neurodivergent young people who've burnt a lot of bridges before. It's about playing the long game of learning the skills, rebuilding the trust, and stacking small wins as they go so school feels worth going back to each day. Because when they feel like they belong, they feel like people have got their back, school's not just a place they have to go to, it becomes a place they can thrive. If this is where things are up to and you don't feel like things are getting better, connect with us at The Guided Path. Let's work together to make sure that school is a place where they feel connected, supported, and ready to learn. You don't have to walk this path alone.